Hello everyone. Today we are going to talk about how to make your workplace attractive. In the business markets, there are two types of managers. There are the senior ones who have wide range of experience, knowledge and strategies. And the junior ones who just got promoted and for sure they are willing to learn more from their superiors. Both are performing their best towards their organization. There is no doubt in that. Some of their responsibilities alongside their superiors is to make decisions, organize trainings, hire consultants, establish annual business development plans, and implement systems to help them achieve the company objectives, targets, and the desired outcomes. This is all good for the organization. However, my main focus here is despite the great performance of some companies in the business markets, some of their employees are searching for better opportunities. Question is why? FYI, I took the manager position as my example because it is the link between people in the lower level, laborers, employees, supervisors, and people in the higher level, company directors and representatives, right? So before we get down to the answer, let me share with you reasons why people leave companies. Seeking more money. Their work is not being appreciated. Workload is affecting their health. Their company has no vision. Maybe business is going down, as we can see in today's timings. Salary delays. And lastly, one of the most important reasons that I have unfortunately experienced it by my own self. Poor performance of their direct managers. In other cases, they get bored of what they are doing no matter how much money the company earns. They are seeing themselves in a routine cycle as there is nothing new happening in the organization. Changing their jobs is their biggest fear. They wish to grab other opportunities in the outside markets. However, their fear of a change forces them to continuing to stay. Yesterday is today and will be tomorrow. Employees' statement every single day. Also, working environment could be the reasons why people leave companies. So from this, we can conclude that the answer is in two things: people and workplace. Therefore, my dear CEOs and businesses owners, let me ask you a couple of things. What are you doing for your own people? How does your workplace look like? From my perspective, and thanks to my mentor, Mr. Simon Sinek, I believe that people and workplace are the main success for any organization, no matter how small or how big it is. If we talk about each one of them separately, working place. Creating an attractive workplace is not as difficult as people may think. There are several methods to use to make your workplace attractive to people working with you and for you, so you all together provide an outstanding services to customers. All right? People. People development does not need more money. Imagine that. In fact, it doesn't need money at all. Let me tell you something. Development in itself definition is the idea of having a better tomorrow. How can we achieve more out of our own people and our resources? How we present ourselves professionally. As we always say, happy people make successful businesses. Let me share with you a business strategy. The Golden Circle created by Mr. Simon Sinek is an effective strategy to inspire people to work rather than manipulate them. It consists of three principles: why, how, and what. Starting from what? Every single company knows exactly what they are doing. Anyone can easily describe a company products or a company services. What is easy to identify? All right? How? How is explaining why something is different or unique. We use our hows to compare product A to product B, for example. Okay. Lastly, why? People rarely explain why they do what they do. Why should not be about the money. It must be about the purpose and belief in the cause. Sense of cause give your work meaning. That's why Mr. Simon Sinek says in Start With Why, the best way to achieve the Golden Circle principle, is to communicate from the inside out. Why, how, and what. So how can we achieve the why? In other words, how to bring values to your workplace, how to make your business meaningful to your own people. Let me share with you a few skills. Motivation, productivity, communication, leadership. If we start with the first one, motivation. Motivate your people and co-workers in a way that make them feel welcomed every single day. Feeling safe at workplace is something that management need to look into. Organization must also focus on letting their own people doing something new, something different than their normal day-to-day tasks in order to knowing and learning new stuff. This will expand their way of thinking and productivity as well, and it will all goes to the company credit. Secondly, productivity. Productivity increases by being organized at work. When people are organized at workplace, they are able to eliminate work stress, become more creative, more productive, meeting deadlines, achieving targets, and achieving and generating more profits for the organization. So, dear human resources departments, please make sure to give wide range of trainings to people how to be organized at work so you can start counting your profits. Thirdly, communication. The best way to look into any business matter is to communicate. Communication is important because our behavior is affected by our assumptions. We make decisions based on what we think we know. In other words, our limited knowledge. Therefore, you should be careful with what you think you know. Assumptions you see, even when based on sound researches, can lead us astray. Simon Sinek says in Start With Why, every instruction we give, every course of action we set, every result we desire, start with the same thing, a decision. And lastly, leadership. Leadership is about taking the right decision at the right time, considering wisdom, compassion, and by showing care to others. Leadership does not mean that you are the best. It means that you have a group of people of different talents and you are guiding them in the right manner to achieve a task, project, mission, whatever you are working on. The more talents you have, the more development ideas you can generate to keep your business going successfully. In a nutshell, these are few of many other skills. Therefore, my message to the business owners and company CEOs, do you want to have a successful business into your organization? Ask yourself one simple question. What can I do to make my own people work at their natural best? Simon Sinek says in Start With Why, people who love going to work are more creative and more productive. They go home happier and have happier families. They treat their colleagues, customers, and clients better. If all of these facts are not good enough for you, I don't know what could be. Thank you for having me.